What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gifted Gamer 204 back at it again. And yes, you guessed right. Today, we got another banger for y'all, man. So if you're new to the channel, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button as we keep on rolling right into today's video. Now, check this out. We got a good one today, people. We dishing out straight facts for y'all today. Now, check this out. After seeing this, because let me tell you something. Y'all know that I'm new into this space, right? Into this YouTube, talking about, video games and things like that. I'm new at this. I've been gaming forever, my whole life. But as far as this is concerned, like the business side and what goes on behind the scenes and things like that, I'm new at this. But you see, a lot of these content creators, they've been here for a very long time. I'm talking 10 plus years. Now, when we get to the Xbox content creators that have been here for a long time, what I'm going to show you in this video, keep in mind they know all of this information. And the thing is that bothers me and that just has me thinking, like, how is it that you know all this information and you still decide to support a company like Xbox and Microsoft? I don't understand. I've been asking myself this question this whole time, especially after I seen this documentary by King Thrash, which he did a phenomenal job. I mean, this documentary, it deserves a Golden Globe. I'm not even gonna lie. It's that good. I mean, the amount of information that I have come across so far, because I haven't finished it. I'm up to right here, season 2, episode 3. This is where I'm up to currently. And the information that's in here is absolutely mind-blowing. And it's sad at the same time, because when you look at the console war, especially nowadays, all these Xbox fans, all they seem to talk about are finances. And you got to think, like, why are you talking about finances? I don't understand. Like, Microsoft is going to be able to do this and, do that and whatever it is that they want to do, instead of talking about the main issue here, and it's the games. Because that's what we're here for. So they buy up all of these. Think about this, right? Just think about it before I start the video. They buy up all of these developers, with ZeniMax, ABK, and the rest of the development teams that they've bought up in the past. You know the amount of people that is under the Xbox umbrella, and they have yet to come out with one hit banger. Not one. They haven't done not one. It's unbelievable when you really sit back and think about it. And then the Xbox people want to start, arguments. And it's like, when you looking at them and you thinking about the games, you're like, yo, what are you arguing about? In what area here in this gaming space do you think that you're going to win this argument when it comes to PlayStation versus Xbox? Where are your games at? First of all, don't come to me with no Game Pass. This is all financials. With Game Pass, them buying up ABK, buying up ZeniMax, and anything, being every Xbox is everywhere. Don't come to me with none of that. Where is your one banger after buying up all these game studios? Where is it? Because that's the main issue here. What is the point of buying up all of these studios when you're not putting out no content. And I'm not talking about mid to low tier content, all that trash that y'all been coming out with. I'm talking about where is that S tier, top notch video game that is going to shake up the industry and be like, Xbox finally got one. And don't come to me with that Indiana Jones. It could be good, but it's another slow pace, solving puzzles. The usual Xbox game. That's all these people talk about. It's slow pace. Why can't we get some like Spider-Man's fast action, or like a Returnal where you gotta dodge? You know what I'm saying? Like move, like react fast. Like make me react in your games. Bring some excitement to your games. Like shake people up. Like, what is all this slow process games that y'all? I don't understand. And they will sit here when PlayStation people will sit here and tell them, and they asking PlayStation fans, oh, but y'all don't got no games, and they bring up like Stellar Blade and Rise of the Ronin, games that aren't actually first party games, right? But then you go over there to Xbox and they bought everybody up. That's why they have all these first parties, game studios under them, because they bought everybody up. Instead of doing it the smart way, which is building relationships with these game studios, building that relationship, helping them out with your resources, with funds, excuse me, so they can create that game. And when it comes out, the final product, if the game does well, that studio is going to want to work with Sony again. Example, Helldivers. Remember, I just spoke on it, that the head of the Arrowhead came out and said that they are so thankful to be under Sony, because without them, Helldivers 2 was not going to be the game that we see today. If Sony doesn't fund them and give them the resources that they needed to complete Helldivers 2 and bring it to us the way that we see it today, Helldivers 2 would have been a completely different game. Completely different. Nothing like what we're playing today. It was not going to be like that unless Sony did what they did. Next thing you know, is a hit. 12 million copies sold in 3 months. Next thing you know, welcome to the PlayStation family, Arrowhead. You see how things work? That's how you build relationships organically. Not just because you have the money, buy everything up. You're not doing anything. So yes, when people ask me what Sony got, yeah, I'm bringing up Stellar Blade and the rest of the games. Because PlayStation's putting effort and money behind it to build relationships, because that's what you need to do. Why you think Kojima was with PlayStation for so long? It's the bond, it's the relationship. Why you think Square Enix been with PlayStation for so long? It's a bond, a relationship. That's why. That's how you do business the right way. But anyways, let's get to this right here. Okay? Shout outs to King Thrash. When y'all done here, y'all make sure y'all go over there, subscribe to his channel, and go look at the entire Xbox documentary. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. But after you're done here, shoot over there and go support him. Because things like this take time and effort, and you need to have a passion for it. He doesn't get paid for that. He did this, out of the love for gaming. And once you see the documentary, you're going to be able to see the effort he put into this. That's why I appreciate it so much, because I could see it. And once you take a look at it, you're gonna see it for yourself. You're gonna be like, man, he did his thing. These documentaries take time to do, and you need to be patient because it's not easy. But let's get right into it. There's 2 clips that I'm gonna show you. 2 clips. This is the first one. Okay, this is an Xbox ad filmed in 2013. Now you need to pay attention. All this Xbox everywhere that we're seeing today, this was the plan all along. Now, check this out. Check this out. This blew my mind.
We started by bringing gaming to life.
By bringing life to gaming.
Story.
Character.
Real emotion.
Then we added you.
Me.
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 Definitely me.
Me.
And 40 million of our closest friends.
And with every person we added,
The world we created became richer.
Filled with more joy,
Adrenaline.
and excitement. And the more of you we put in games,
The more of you we put in entertainment,
the better they became.
We added your movements.
My moves.
And my voice.
そして革命が始まった。
So now.
We're about to change entertainment forever.
Again.
Because we're going to take all that we learned
In more than 30 years of innovation.
And use it to change everything.
For the first time, you and your TV are going to have a relationship.
it's going to recognize
My name, my voice.
My friends.
my family,
My movies.
me.
It's gonna remember.
All the things I like
Love.
and really love.
We're going to use
Groundbreaking technology.
And the power of the cloud.
to set my imagination free.
Free to create worlds and feelings.
I can only begin to imagine.
We're all laugh more. Cry more.
Scream more.
And cheer more.
We'll all stop just
Watching. And start feeling.
Alive.
alive.
Mr. Gates, thanks.
That was absolutely disgusting. I need somebody to tell me, what the hell did we just watch? I mean, what was that? I'm lost. Are we talking about games over here, or are we talking about something completely different? Was that an Xbox ad or a Microsoft ad? You know, promoting their Windows 11 or 10 or something. I did not see one video game in that ad. I didn't see one Xbox console in that ad. What in the world was that? It's absolutely disgusting. Microsoft and Xbox are a disgrace to the gaming community. These people haven't done a damn thing. I mean, it's unbelievable. And people decide to back this company up. It's unbelievable. Now, let me just say real quick. Matter of fact, let's roll this clip right here. This is 2014. Pay attention, because she's asking a question to Bill Gates. Now, pay close attention.
Thanks for taking my question. My name is Katrina Duncan. I'm a second year at the University of Chicago Booth School of Business, which is also the proud alma mater of Microsoft CEO Nadella. I'm a Microsoft shareholder, so like you, have a vested interest in the success of the company, though our investments may be on a slightly different scale. My question is this: do you think there's an opportunity to create shareholder value by separating Microsoft into different companies, and more specifically, by spinning off Xbox and Bing?
Spinning off, breaking up. What do you think?
Breaking up Xbox into different companies. She's a shareholder, by the way, if you didn't hear her. That means she don't care about you. She just wants the money. She wants to see the company grow. So she's willing to do whatever it takes. If it means spinning off Xbox, then that's what it means. If it means breaking up Xbox and splitting up the company into the Xbox into different companies separately, then that's what it takes. This is how they think about you, the Xbox console gamers. While you're over here going so hard for this company, and they haven't given you one first-party banger. This is what they do. But let's continue on and just listen to how Bill Gates answered this question.
Well, certainly the Bing technology has been the key to us learning how to do large-scale data centers. And Bing lets us see what's going on the internet so that as people are interested in various topics, we know what's new, we know when they're typing text, what it might mean. So I see that as a pretty fundamental technology for the company, even for its office business, that's a very, very core business. We have done spinoffs historically. Expedia was a company that got started inside Microsoft, Slate Magazine did. And, we're thinking about, are there pieces that are separable? But our basic research, including the stuff that goes into Bing, I can't see that making sense to break it off.
What about Xbox, Bill? It is such a different kind of business. It has huge potential. It's gotten a lot of attention with Xbox One. Why not just separate that out?
Well, we're taking PC gaming, Windows gaming, and Xbox gaming and bringing those a lot closer together. The power of the PC chip, graphics chips means you can do great games there. So I'm sure Satya and the team will look at that, and it's up to them.
Would you
But we're
support him
going to
if
have
he
an overall
wanted to?
gaming strategy, so it's not as obvious as you might think.
Would you support him if he wanted to spin off?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's news. Surface tablet, I need to...
Did we pause that?
that out.
Let's pause that right there. They're willing to do whatever. They're willing to do whatever to help the brand grow. And this is the thing, right? And this is why when it comes to being like a YouTube content creator, like you will see people like, oh, I get it. Like, this is just their, this is their alter ego type of thing. Like, once they get on YouTube, it's like their alter ego type of thing, right? But see, I don't see it like that. Because it's like you're lying to the people. And remember, I always tell you that these people, when they turn off those cameras and they push end recording, they are not the same people once they done on YouTube and feeding you those lies. They go right, they tell you all these lies, right? How great Xbox is. They have this game, this first party game. This one's coming out. Yeah. PlayStation sucks. Okay, PlayStation sucks. They ain't got no games. And now recently, the Portal. No one asked for the Portal. It turns around, sells 2 million in 1 year. Nobody wants the PS5 Pro. Next thing you know, everybody and their mother's waiting online on pre-order day to pre-order their PS5 Pro, right? But they're telling you that it sucks. But they turn around and go buy it themselves. Which one is it? This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying that they here lying to you. And that's what I don't like. Like, make a PSA and say, listen, we, this is what we do for YouTube, this, that, and the third, entertainment. Yeah, we say PlayStation sucks and this and that, but we actually love their first party games. We actually enjoy their hardware, their PS Portals and their PS5 Pro. That's what we went online and get. But so the people can understand, because you're telling the other people, your fans, don't go buy the PlayStation. It sucks. They don't got no games. Instead, turn around and go buy an Xbox console, which you yourself don't play. You see what I'm saying? It makes no sense. But then you go and turn off your camera. You're done for the day. You go right upstairs to your living room and you turn on that PlayStation and you enjoy all these first party Sony games. But you're saying that it sucks. So which one is it? Help me understand. I can't make money that way. If I don't know how people do it. Like I really don't know. Like if I was to be sitting here capping hard for Xbox, knowing that Xbox sucks, knowing the lies that Xbox and Phil Spencer and them feed you, I wouldn't be able to do this. Because once I turn off the camera, I'm gonna be saying to myself, damn, I'm lying to people, because that's not what I really believe. And if that's what they really believe, that's crazy. That's why I feel like they really don't believe what they're saying. They just grew an Xbox audience, they grew an audience, and now they just running with it. Because now they have to entertain their audience. But it doesn't matter. If you was to decide to turn around and just say, Xbox sucks now, they don't doing this, we switching over to PlayStation, your fans are gonna go with you regardless. And things like that always take me back, to this song right here. I'm just gonna play a little bit of it, right? Because it always takes me back to this line here. Check this out. And this is the late great Tupac. This always takes me back here.
Being real don't appeal to the brother in you. You gotta operate the easy way. I made it G today.
But you made it in the sleazy way. I gotta get paid. Hey. Well, that's the way it is. That's the way it is, people. That's the way it is. But you made it in a sleazy way. Selling crack to the kids. Well, I gotta get paid. Well, hey, that's the way it is. You don't care. You gotta make your money some way, right? That's what it takes me back to. You gotta make your money some way. One way or another. It don't matter. You throwing morals and everything out the window. They telling, bro, but you over here selling crack to the kids. Well, hey, that's the way it is. Well, you selling crack to a kid. You over here telling lies to the people. Xbox is straight trash. And it would have been a different story today if everybody from the Xbox community would have stood up and stand up together and seen all this coming, because I know they did, and reject it. Because one more thing I'm gonna tell you before I play the second video I want to show you from King Thrash, right? A company, a corporation, right? They could do whatever they want. You see, this is where you got to pay attention. Every company has the right to run their company however they choose to run it. If they see that this is the way that their company is going to grow, they have every right to go that way. If Satya Nadella came in and picked Xbox and decided to be a culture vulture and decided to say, we're going to take Xbox and we're going to blow this thing up because he sees that the video game space is growing year by year. So he wants to infiltrate that gaming space and break it up and redefine what it means to be an Xbox player and have Xbox everywhere. You could do whatever, no exclusives, whatever. I don't care about you, Xbox console gamer that you've been with us since day one from the first Xbox. I don't care about you. You could go play wherever you want now. Right? But none of this would work unless you agree to that plan. You see, everything revolves around you. You are the paying customer. If you saw Game Pass, but the thing is, you let them feed you with that Game Pass. I was so consumer friendly. when in the back end, they were just screwing you over. They're just screwing you over. You see, because I'm going to get to this, is actually going to go into the next clip. Because these game developers are falling back now. That's why you don't see no more greatness, because of Game Pass. So it's okay for you to pay $20 a month and get the game day and date. And you're not going to care. In your mind, you don't care if the game sucks or not, because why? You didn't pay full price. But you paying $20 a month. Meanwhile, a game studio comes out with a game like once every 5 years or something like that. So you do the math. But what I'm trying to say with that is everything revolves around you. The game plan that Microsoft has, it's up to you to decide if you like the game plan or not. You get to dictate which way this company can go. Example, Concord. PlayStation fans didn't like it. What they do? They voted with their wallets, and it became the biggest flop in gaming history. What Sony got to do? Take it, throw it in the trash. Now they got to move a different direction. They got to keep it moving. Because everything revolves around you. You are the paying customer. Without you, their plan cannot work unless you agree to it. If everybody on Game Pass today decides to cancel their membership, what do you think is going to happen to the Xbox? I mean, right now, I don't know. I don't even have the answer to that. But back then, when they introduced Game Pass and you started to see, you know, how this is going to like not benefit the consumer, and y'all was to cancel the memberships, Microsoft would have had to gone a different direction. But anyways, let me get on to the second clip, right? Because this is another one. Now you need to pay attention to this, because you know I was talking about Game Pass and all that, right? Game developers and with the whole Game Pass budget and things like that. Check this out and pay attention. Okay, check this out. Here we go.
See what basically is probably the newest failure that Microsoft has up its sleeve.
Oh my goodness. We've got some Forza Horizon 4 here. It looks amazing.
Yeah, this is Forza Horizon 4 running on our Project xCloud hardware in the data center. Being streamed remotely to this Android phone.
So all the heavy lifting basically is done elsewhere. And it's literally, this is, wow. This is going to completely change every commute I ever make from now on. And honestly, being on the London Underground is depressing sometimes. Sometimes I don't want to look people in the eye, and now I won't have to.
Well, I think you might attract a bit of attention if you were to play that today.
They'd be like, oh, what is this new technology? It looks incredible. I can't believe this. This is amazing.
And you're playing on a standard Xbox One controller connected via Bluetooth to the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the game as it plays on the console.
This is all fantastic. But realistically, when are people going to actually be able to start using this tech?
We're going to start public trials this year.
This year?
This year.
That's very exciting.
One of the things that's so important to us is that the games play as they were originally intended by the creator. I mean, these are their masterpieces. These are their experiences. So the platform that we're building, it is designed to just bring that same fantastic experience to other form factors.
I'm going to pause this video right there and listen up. Two things. One, did you see how horrible that game was running on the cloud? She was going so hard with that controller, and the car wasn't moving. That's what she was trying to do, is like slick, like it'll like flick the joystick so you can kind of notice that it's moving a little bit, like flick. She wouldn't hold the joystick like to move over, like she was flicking it, like pretend, because she knows that it's not responding. That was horrible. The second thing, getting back to Game Pass, getting back to these developers, he said These are these developers' masterpieces. How you're playing it right here on the controller on cloud is the exact same way that you will be playing it as if you was playing on an Xbox console. Those were his words. If you're the developer of Forza Horizon, I would have been throwing everything at that TV as I've watched this interview. If it was me and I was actually there, I would have went onto the platform and grabbed a chair and sit down next to him and explain. I would have been like, first of all, that's not how my game runs on the console. If you want to see how it really runs, go pick up an Xbox console and go check it out. Because we put our blood, sweat, and tears into this game and creating this masterpiece. And I'm not going to sit here and let this presentation of Xbox Cloud, make my product look as horrible as they did in this scene right here. It's ridiculous. And that's how they tell you that they don't care. Because the Game Pass budget, as I keep telling y'all, just throwing random numbers, right? If Game Pass only gets 20 million subscribers, and now let's just say whoever, let's just say it's Obsidian's turn, right, to come up with their new IP, their new game. The meeting goes like this: Obsidian, you up? What you got for us? You coming out with a new game, right? Yeah. What's gonna be the budget? Let's talk. We was thinking about 150 million. And right there, Phil's gonna stop him and be like, wait a second. We only got 20 million subscribers on Game Pass. We did calculations, so we're only gonna afford to give you $45 million to create your new game. Obsidian's gonna sit there and be like, what you mean? We need way more than that. Phil's gonna be like, well, we only got 20 million subscribers on Game Pass. So this is the budget. Being that Phil already knows that they're not going to make any money off the game because nobody's going to buy the game because it comes day one on Game Pass. Everybody gets it for free. So now that turns around to the developer and be like, after they finish arguing, whatever, give me the 40 million. They go and make a crappy ass game. They don't care now because Phil Spencer doesn't care. So they go and create this game, whatever, and put it out. Now they have nothing to work hard for, nothing to put their passion in and create this masterpiece because they know they can't, when they finish their masterpiece, they know they can't put it out to the world and see how far it goes, how many copies it could sell. They don't get to experience any of this because of Game Pass. This is how it really is. And I feel sorry for those developers under the Xbox umbrella because this is how they all be feeling. I bet you they don't like going to the office to work because they already know. When you're in a space, when you're creating something, you don't even have to be in the gaming space, anywhere. When you create something that you want to show, even like writing a book, like an author, whatever it is, that you want to share, when you finish it and you feel like you created something special and you want to put it out to the world and, hopefully like to receive great reception back, seeing the fans loving the product that you gave them, it selling over 10 million copies and, New York Times bestseller. That's what you're hoping for because you put so much work into this masterpiece. It's the same way with the video games. As far as the developers who actually do put their, blood, sweat, and tears into it. This is the type of reception that everybody would want. But the developers under Xbox don't get to experience that. That's what I be talking about. I mean, shout outs to King Thrash because he did a phenomenal job. Salute to you, my brother. I know this documentary took a lot of work, a lot of, patience, because there's a lot of information in there. And that's what you call hard work and dedication. And he doesn't even get paid for that. He's not even getting paid for that. This is crazy. People I was out here talking about Game Pass was going to save Call of Duty. Xbox was going to save Call of Duty like if Call of Duty needed any saving. Look at the numbers. This is absolutely ridiculous and disgusting. This is crazy. Now, let me take you to the last subject of this video because I already went on a rant. This is going to be the last one right here. And pay attention. This is ridiculous. This is why I go so hard at Xbox. Because it's ridiculous. And I know Todd Howard be over there on his high horse. Because I know Phil Spencer gives him the green light to do whatever he wants. Because he's Bethesda. Meanwhile, Bethesda's out here throwing out trash games like back to back to back. It don't matter what game comes out from Bethesda. The game is trash. So I don't get it. This is one of the developers that used to work over there. This is what he had to say. Remember, Halo has switched that is going to start using Unreal Engine 5. Okay? They're all going, remember, little by little, all these developers are going, at least almost like 80% of them are going to be switching to Unreal Engine. It's just what it is. Halo already announced. You already got Gears using Unreal. I'm not sure if Forza uses Unreal Engine. Somebody let me know down below. I'm not sure. But if they do, that's 3. The top 3 franchises for Xbox are going to be on Unreal Engine. Pay attention to this because this is ridiculous. So they say that the reason Halo switched to Unreal Engine 5 is because it's allowing the series to grow more quickly and organically than before. That's a lie. We all know why they're switching to Unreal Engine. That's because Halo is going multi-platform and is going to be coming out on PlayStation. That's the real reason why they're switching to Unreal Engine. Let me keep going. This is what he had to say about Bethesda using the in-house engine over switching to Unreal, okay? He mentioned how games end up being better on UE5, but admitted he doesn't think Bethesda will actually make a shift like that. This is what he had to say. Having made open world games with both engines, to me, it's like absolutely no question that I think things will end up being better. I will be shocked if that did happen because I don't know. People also have trouble changing their minds sometimes where they made a decision at some point and it did make sense at the time. But I think it's important to reevaluate tech. We all know this. Tech evolves year by year and it's growing so fast. You can't be stuck using an iPhone 4. We up to iPhone 16. You need to update. Todd Howard does not want to update. He wants to stay on that engine that gives. Let me keep going. Because this is the main point right here. He worked on Starfield and he left partway through the development. This is what he had to say. A lot of what was done on Starfield was trying to get all of these rendering systems and animation systems sort of up to snuff. And it makes it really hard to even actually make the game. I mean, what? That engine that they're using is so trash that they're too busy rendering systems and animation systems instead of actually building the actual game, working on the actual game. Are you paying attention? They're spending time away from the game. They're not even there yet. They're too busy focusing on this, trying to get something else right. Todd Howard, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure he's stubborn, being that Phil gave him all that power. He don't want to hear nothing, because I'm pretty sure these developers went to him and said, like, Todd, I think we should really make the switch to UE5. You know, things will be a lot easier over here. We can actually work on the game and try to make this game, you know, the game of the generation, like you said, Todd Howard. That's what you said. Todd Howard, like, yo, we ain't doing that over here. This is Bethesda. This is what we do. Use the in-house. Make the game as good as you could. Let's go. And I don't want to hear another word about this again. He probably hit, all right, so I'm out. And he probably bounced. That was probably what happened. Next thing you know, the game comes out 30 frames per second. Trash. A bunch of planets that have nothing, zero in them. Absolutely empty. Trash. Cutscenes to land in your spaceship. Cutscenes to lift off. Trash. Game of the generation. Trash. This is ridiculous. And this is why I go so hard at Xbox. Anyways, man, I don't know what else I need to say in this video, but pay attention. Go to King Thrash channel and go take a look at the documentary. So much information. I mean, to make the switch for Xbox, now it's just too late. There's nothing Xbox community can do about it. It's too late now. I'm just saying these are things that could have been prevented and could have been taken care of back then, being that these people were already in this business. But you see, they were too busy taking, you know, fancy dinner dates with Phil Spencer, you know, playing video games online with Phil Spencer, taking flights to the next, you know, Xbox press conference, you know, getting little tidbits of information, you know, so they could say it on their YouTube channels, just so they could say, I was talking to Aaron Greenberg, and you know what he told me? Just for that. It's absolutely disgusting. Anyways, man, I hope I covered everything right here. Because you know how I do. I don't do no edits. I go straight one take on all my videos. One take. I don't do no editing. I just go. I press record and I'm off. So hopefully I didn't forget anything. If I did, I'll probably make another video. Who knows? But anyways, shout outs to King Thrash. You a real one. And thank you for doing that documentary. And I've been looking at a lot of the other videos that you have on your channel. Salute to you. I know I'm late to the party, but I'm here now. So salute to you. Y'all go subscribe. Check out the documentary. I'm going to leave it in the description below. It's your boy, the gifted one here, man. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. I'm gone.